Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Iron Sheik 84, and I'm about to do some Flash feuding in Flash Feud number 2, Supreme Strikers. I hope you all have had a wonderful day so far. What was in my mouth? So for those of you who joined the feud earlier, we did go to my friend's. The OGDG. Thank you very much for the follow. So yeah, I went to my friend's daughter's birthday. Hey TSW, welcome back as well. Yeah, hold on, is this a little... Nah, that's fine. Yeah, so after the feud, I went and took a shower. I went to my friend's, to his daughter's birthday party. My little one had fun playing in the sand and stuff. Oh, no, it's all good. J-Man, what's up? Thanks for bringing the hype. So, I gotta be 100% upfront about something. My strikers are terrible. So, I don't know what exactly I'm gonna be able to do here. But I'm gonna try my best. So let's see. So let's move destroy. I'm gonna add that right there. And I'm going to put Akam on him. There you go. Man, I wish there was like just one open slot for somebody else so I could actually do something worthwhile, but yeah, what are you gonna do? There we go. As far as the NWO goes, let's see, Macho. Yeah, dude, I know. I just wish I had something that strong to throw at him. Yeah, so actually, I did some polls on stream and some off stream, hoping that I could get at least like the amount of shards I needed to unlock Sid, because I'm super close, and unfortunately, none, didn't even get close. Oh hey, M Jackson. Oh, so yeah, I have Masters of the Universe, Cena. I have the Showboat Macho Man, Ken Shamrock, and then Goldust here. I'm not able to fill up any of the line bonuses. I don't have Eric. I don't have Sid, and I don't have Big Kev. So, unfortunately, Strikers are actually my weakest class right now. It was Tech, but I pull, I got Sako and Ciampa and some other people, so... Yeah, I'm just, so... My strategy is always, just like anybody else, I have like some of my strong characters, and then I mix in some of my weaker characters so that I can face these low-level mooks and get the bonus points. And then once I get through all of the bonuses that I can get, then I just go as hard and as quick as I can. No bonus points. What I'm talking about is yeah, and I'm kind of, and like, I know people asked earlier, I'm kind of shocked that they haven't done any bonus points for this, but what I mean is, you know how you get like an extra 20,000 points or whatever for whenever you beat somebody for the first time with a new character? That's what I'm referring to. Actually, I think this is the first time that I've used that Goldust in probably like 2 years or something like that. Oh, hey, look, there's another one here. There we go. Yeah, I'm kind of just in general. I'm wondering why they don't have the it's like, hey, complete X amount of feuds for X amount of rewards, or the like you said, like, bonus characters for things. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Well, OG, that's mighty kind of you, but just throwing this out there with the talent up coming up here pretty soon. Are you sure you want to do that, or are you good to go with other characters? I mean, we got the what is it? We have that fabulous Bushwhackers thing coming up here soon enough. Mr. Perfect. Oh dang. I haven't even looked at tomorrow's. I haven't looked at the requirements for tomorrow. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to feud. Just as a heads up, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow because my brothers and I are taking my lovely mother out for just fun around the city. So I'm gonna feud when where I can just to help out my teammates. But as far as being on stream, it's not gonna happen because the feud's probably gonna be over by the time I come home. Yeah, there was a time that I didn't concentrate on the women at all, and then what is it? I got like zombie paid to some other people, so I have a fairly decent women's lineup. All right, let's face this Bray Wyatt. Oh, I wish I had AP. TJ Gamebox, thank you very much for the host. Much appreciated. So I had to step away, TJ. But how did the rest of the what is it? Your flying Hawaiian limited time tour go? Let's see. Oh dang. Yeah, what is it? I don't want to sound like a broken record. I'm probably gonna stream that tomorrow, late in the evening, whenever I get a chance, because I do need to finish up whatever I'm gonna do for the this month long contest. I I wasn't I wasn't trying to chase Roman, so I'm not gonna get him, but I kind of gotta sit there and decide, well, what exactly do I want to buy with my T-shirts and whatnot, and also just finish up any last tours that I haven't done. Right. Oh, I couldn't have had that just a moment ago. Yeah, I did a 26 pull, and then I did another 10 pull offline. And I'm good for Ken Shamrock shards forever and ever and ever and ever. But nowhere near closer to getting a new character. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Trust me, I agree with you. Look, I never look free. What is that? I never look a gift horse in the mouth. Free is free. All right, J-Man, you enjoy yourself. I'm actually going to take. What is it? Am I going to take a short break after this? Yeah. Yeah, and for those in chat, don't forget follow Great J-Man Gaming on YouTube for some fabulous hot tag setups, and follow TJ Gamebox. He is a fellow WWE Champions streamer. Throw him some love. There you go. There we go. I think I'm going to be able to pin him off of this. Yeah. Of course he gets the break of the century there. There we go. There we go. ¿Cómo vamos? Ugh. Oh, how are we doing? You'll have to forgive me. My Spanish is a little rusty, even in Texas. But yeah, Brygab023, thank you very much for joining. Yeah, it's going good. I just started up the first my first match of this Flash Feud number 2. Fortunately, Bray Wyatt got a very, 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 very lucky kick out. But yeah, Bargrab023 is also a fellow streamer. If you habla español, definitely check him out. He's been doing a ton of videos explaining the events and what to do in Spanish for those of you who don't hablo inglés and want to know about what you need to do. Shamrock's okay. I actually have his 4-star gold fuse. I've just been sitting on it for right now. And also, like I said, I got a shitload of his of pulls for him today, so I got a ton of shards. Shamrock's good. The only thing that I don't like about him is when you get that sweet match, you know, you're winning. But if you don't, it's like pissing in the wind. You got nothing. Yeah, glass cannon. Yeah, I saw your message earlier about that, and I totally agree. When he's on, but when he's it's like, but like I said, when you don't hit that sweet spot for him, it's you have a hard time doing anything with Shamrock. All right. While we're waiting for my teammate to finish, I'm just gonna play a super short commercial. As I mentioned before in some other videos, I am Muslim, and it's Ramadan right now, so I am fasting. And sunset here in Dallas is, let's see what it is today. Ramadan schedule. There we go. see. Today is Saturday, May 8th, so I get to eat at 8:15. So I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna play a quick commercial to go downstairs and get my get the oven heated and tell my wife to get dinner started. So we're gonna have gyros with some French fries and some other stuff. But yeah, hey TJ, yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, it's gonna be a super short. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, super short commercial, guys, and then I will be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Appreciate y'all waiting so patiently. So I got the oven set. Helped my wife get everything ready for dinner, and I also got a debilitating paper cut. So hopefully I can push through the pain and continue feuding. But you know, I got the heart of a champion, so I got to keep going. All right. No, I don't care about that. There you go. Surprisingly, Robo Cena didn't make it, but no. And we'll swap out Goldust with. There you go. The best striker in the game right there, Devon Dudley. I think I got the car. I got the iron lung pop. Oh man. There you go. About 100K away from getting Charlotte's last gear, and then just dumping everything. Hey, Fish Can't. A 19K 5SS thing. NWO or NWO Surfer or Crow? Oops. Let's see if you started. Let's get this going. Striker, ugh. So you know, like when I look in this game, so what always happens is, see, whenever I use Striker Sting, I just like, you know, it's like I never get the green gems to get together, or this or that. But every single time that the opponent, I'm facing the opponent, they just magically always are able to get those yellow and green matches going. So here we go. Devon Dudley versus 6. Let's see who wins. Oh, I already had a band-aid over here? Guess I forgot. Alright. There you go. So I pulled Devon way back when, obviously, since he's not in the game anymore. He's terrible. I know I was joking around about being the best striker in the game. For those of you who don't have him or have never used him or faced somebody who had him, he's just god awful. Hey, what's up, Evil Stewie? I'm guessing you have Showstopper. Yeah, I unfortunately. So, yeah. Oh yeah, not much, Evil Stewie. Just having a fantastic day. I don't know if you were lurking in this morning stream. So one of the funny things, I actually thought that the stream that Flash Feud #1 started at 9 a.m. CST or 7 a.m. CST, not 9 a.m. So I actually got up and I was waiting around for a while, wondering why people weren't feuding until I checked the timer, and I was like, oh hey, I woke up 2 hours early for nothing. Now I'm an early bird to begin with anyway, but you know, like I said, so I got up for no reason. But I went to go get my passport. Went to go get a passport photo, and when I went to the Walgreens, their machine was down. Oh shit! I didn't sort out these other people for the bonus points. Fuck. Okay, but yeah. So I did that, and then I went to my best friend, his daughter, had a birthday party today. She turned 4, so went and got her a gift, and my wife and I and our little one went to go to the birthday party, and we all had a very good time. He played in the sand. He also ate sand for the first time because he didn't know what it was. And then yeah, came home, got a few videos edited and ready to go for YouTube, and here we are with Flash Feud number 2. What a way to spend a Saturday, right? But yeah, yeah. So as far as like weird characters that I've seen built up, I know everybody's seen that guy who's moved up the Neville and what is it? What is it? Chad Gable to 5-star and 5-star silver. I did see somebody who had a 5-star, 5SS Dave Batista, the powerhouse one, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then I had somebody who, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Hey man, like I said, I always appreciate y'all joining. Um, Not a big UFC person, but I did watch. I watched Brock's fights pretty much, only because you know I like I like Lesnar, and it just I don't know like the I this is just I mean this is of course a personal thing. Like it's just I never had a big appeal for it. I have friends who are diehard. It's like we're diehard UFC fans. So like I said, when I saw Lesnar fight, I mean, I definitely saw the appeal, but it's just like I said, it's just one of those things. Just really wasn't my cup of tea. Let's see, a 5SB RVD and Shield set during the Showdown contest. Damn. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay. How am I gonna get out of this? So there's one. Yeah, and then yeah, Goldie Gaming has a 5SS RVD. I have RVD, and I was gonna work them, but I've had other acros that I've worked on. It's just that's the curse of sometimes of having too many characters and not enough time. I mean, he's definitely. I mean, RVD's not bad by any means. I think he's a great character. I just, with some of the other characters I have, I just don't have the, I don't have the resources put into them like I would want to. There we go. Yeah, some weird. Hopefully, I can get mine better. Yeah, same here for content and whatnot. I've been doing a hell of a lot more polls than I ever have, and yeah, that leads to quite a bit of. Burnell, good morning. Well, it's evening here in Texas, but yeah. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you join. Oh man, I wanted that. Oh, is there? Well, yeah, the street. So this Flash feud ends for me at 2 o'clock in the morning in Dallas. I don't know if I'm gonna be up that I'm gonna be I don't know if I'm gonna be up all that long, but we'll see. Oh, housekeeper, how's it going? We got the European crew in here. Oh, for fuck's sake, really? Ah, The Walking Dead. So I did read the comics for. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, step back. There we go. Hopefully this is enough for a knockout. Boom, boom. There we go. Yeah, so I actually, I read the Walking Dead comics, and I watched the TV show all the way up to let's see, what's the last? Okay, so the last thing that I remember on the TV show was the when was it is it Alexandria or whatever the show is or whatever the city that they're in? I forget the name of the city. It's when the wall gets knocked down, and the last thing that I remember reading in the comics was it was well into the Negan saga, like very well. And yes, I am 100%. I don't want to give any spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched the show and plans to at any point in time, but I do. I know all about the baseball bat. Yeah, the just sometimes it's it's like I don't dislike The Walking Dead at all, but it's just sometimes like it's like the story kind of dragged on and on and on, and it kind of got to the point where I didn't really care as much, and just after that I quit watching it. Is the series still going right now, or have they concluded it? Oops. There we go. Sean, good evening. Okay, they're on the final season. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever everything is over and done with, I might just bin watch. I might just bin watch the rest of it and just see what happens. But if I don't, I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna lose any sleep over it. Alrighty, there we go. Hey, Hassel. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't have that many great striker characters, and also blame Austin. Yeah, blame Austin for holding me up with a stupid 9-turn submission. There you go. Oh no, I know you're joking, Hassel. No worries. I know how to take a joke. There we go. Although I do want to get in as many matches as I can before 8:15, so I get to. That's when I finally get to eat. Let me just ring my wife real quick. داشت چالان کردی یا نه؟ اوکی ایر فرایر هم چالان کردی؟ خب اوکی این موجی سه دفعه زنگ میزدم که بیرون مگه کردی یا نه؟ خب صحیح استک. اوکی نه صحیح استک جست یک دفعه پرسان میکردم بسیار گشنه شدم امروز. خب صحیح استک اوکی با من خواه نه صحیح استک خب با من خواه bye. Okay, cool. All right, wife got everything in the oven, and in 15 minutes I will enjoy a delicious dinner. There we go, yay! Come on. All right, Sting. Yeah, Hassel, by the way, I got a paper cut while I took a break downstairs, so you can blame my slowness on my career-ending injury. Oh yeah. The honky-tonky man, as Santino Marella puts it. He can definitely be a giant pain when it comes to this stuff. There we go. Alright. There you go, Hassel. I'm done. Apologize again about the wait. Please don't be mad at me, buddy. Alright. There we go. Brawl over. Yeah, that's one of the things, like, I wish they had an open slot somewhere, you know, it's like where I could put in somebody decent. But, you know, you gotta make do with what's available to you, right? So, I'm gonna put in Brett here. Finally remember to swap out Macho Man with that Brett. Shamrock, I will swap out with Mr. McMahon. And Devon can go back to the trash where he belongs. Man, I didn't realize how much my work desk is dirty. I really need to organize this whenever I get a chance. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, oh, 3 people is the min. Oh, I didn't know that. Um, well, you see, usually I put like one strong character and some mooks in there, but unfortunately, I don't have. I don't have any good strikers. But yeah, I'll do 3. Why not? Okay, of course. Okay. Well, shit. Okay, I'll face Sting instead. There we go. There we go. Boom. Yeah, Pernell, to answer your question, I didn't pay attention to that. I just kind of went for it. I was just like, oh hey, I can fill up 4 slots here. Why not? And of course, it leaves another cascade for him. Oh, double cascades! Look at that. Yeah, I typically am too. I'm glad that they mixed up a couple things to where you get, it's like that you can take advantage of double dipping where you're able to. Yeah, there you go. That, and he's pinned. Yeah, I got some. I'm gonna actually max out this talent up and then some. I have multiple moves I want to make. I was thinking about just doing the bare minimum and holding off, but there's a bunch of characters that I want to move that I want to work on, and I can't sit and wait on it any longer. I wanna get him up and going. So right now I have Masters of the Universe Biggie going to 5SS, but unfortunately I don't have either of the gears for him. And then I have Zombie Kane, Rocky Maivia, and Sako going to 4SS. I have Powerhouse Rock, the Zombie Rock. He's going to 4 star. So I'm gonna do that, and then I have a couple of other things here and there. And if for whatever reason I'm not anywhere close, I am going to go ahead and just pump the coins into Sako and make them from 4SB to 4SS to 4SG. This next talent up. And plus, I have a ton of fuses to use as well. Alright, well, that did not work out very well. Yeah, I got, you know, I mean, like, I got however many shards of his that I did during his contest. And then just, like, little by little, I've been getting shards here and there. And I finally, with Shardmania last month, was able to get the last amount of shards I needed to get them. And I was super happy about that. And then in the Tech Drew milestones, I also got Chiampa. And then right after that, I also got Rhea Ripley. So I went from having my techs be my absolute worst category to being one of my best categories in the span of like what is it? The span of like 2 weeks. That was one of the most unenthusiastic gem blasts I've ever seen in my life. Oh, he is? Oh, I'll do a raid on him whenever I'm done. I don't know if I don't know if I have the patience to go all the way up to 2 a.m., but we'll see how I feel after this. Solana at 5SS and DX China. Yeah, that's certainly a very good character to take up. So I did have Carmella. Well, I mean, not I did have Carmella. I have Carmella. So Carmella was the lady to use for me. Oh, here, hang on one second, folks. Okay, hey, okay, sorry, I just needed to answer something real quick. So, J-Man, one of the Bushwhackers is the free character, and then the other one is the Chase. Yeah, and yeah, they are that's who the free to play character. I forget if Luke is the free one, and then Butch is the Chase, or Butch is the free one and Luke is the Chase. But whatever it is, that's yeah, that is what it is. That is the breakdown. Um. All right. Hang on. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not going to be able to do very much here, but I do want I do want the stream to keep going. I'm gonna take maybe a 10-minute break. Like I said, it is Ramadan. I've been fasting all day. It's actually 8:15 right now, so I'm gonna go down and eat. I haven't ate or drank anything all day, so I am going to, instead of playing a commercial, I'm just gonna leave it on the be right back screen, so that way y'all can keep chatting and the commercial won't you know, interrupt the chat going. But like I said, just haven't eaten dinner. I'm weird about. I have this thing about eating on stream, so I think it's gross seeing me go. So yeah, I will be right back. Y'all enjoy yourself. Good evening, champions. I'm back. I had some delicious Euro meat on top of some tortillas, along with some homemade tzatziki sauce. It was pretty damn good, and I had some tater tots as well. I'm stuffed, and I'm ready to start feuding again. So caught up with chat a little bit while I was gone. Daz JW400, thank you so much for the follow while I was gone. Okay, no, I don't want to do Gauntlet Blitz. I want a feud. There we go. Oh yeah, hold on. I'm gonna take Purnell's advice. Let's see, there we go. Put McMahon down there, so it's only 3. Okay, screw this. I got plenty of heels. Quote Jim Cornette. He's a heel. Three of 3, not 3 of 4, buddy. There we go. 36 heels, and there we go. And for all of you who were in suspense, Mrs. Sheik did remember to turn the air fryer on and get the Euro meat into the oven on time, like I asked. I know we had the. I know I was on that. I know I called her right before I took my break, but she remembered all on her own. I didn't need a reminder, so we are good. There we go. Oh yeah, and just as a friendly reminder for everybody in chat, do make sure to go to the WWE Champions / limited time events. Oh. I gotta tell you, so you miss, what is it? You had a typo on Euros as Jippos, and it actually sent me a message I hadn't seen before. It asked me if I wanted to flag it because you used the word Jip in there. But yeah, I make quesadillas at home sometimes. So living in Texas, there's no shortage of places that do. There's no shortage of places that do, you know, like homemade tortillas. So you know, it's like, so whenever I get tacos and stuff, I don't use like Mission tortillas or whatever. You know, I just go to my local Mexican. Yeah. Oh no, it's all good. There we go. Man, for a while, Striker Wyatt was one of my best characters until the 4-star era came around. Yeah, but on the Euro meat, I mean, I don't have one of those like little spits or whatever that go spinning around, but let's see. Yep. So I think they sell this in club or whatever, but from Sam's, they sell these Kronos Euro meat. So you just thaw it out and then put it on a sheet pan and let it cook for about 5 to 7 minutes. I like it a little bit crispier, so I leave it in there for just a little bit longer. But yeah, it's good stuff. And then, like I said, I just use some tortillas, or whenever I head to my local either Middle Eastern store or Iranian store, we don't have any Afghan shops around here, but either we get like I said, I know I said Indian. What is it, Middle Eastern store? I forgot to throw in the Indian store as well. So I either go to my local Mexican mart and pick up some tortillas, or I'll go pick up some pitas or parata if y'all are familiar with those. And it's like I just use that. And then if you want to do the whole keto thing, you can always just you can always just eat it plain instead of putting it like on a tortilla or whatever. I'm not doing keto, so I enjoy it the way it's meant to be enjoyed. But yeah, at the end, yeah, if you go to any Indian shop, they some of them will sell fresh parathas, or it's like or the naans. But you can also get they have some frozen ones. So the parathas, you just put them, you just they're individually was it I don't know. I wouldn't say wrap, but they're individually like pressed. So it's like a piece of plastic, the paratha, and then they have like another piece of plastic so it doesn't stick together. So you just open that up, heat a skillet up, put it on, heat it up for about a minute, flip it, heat it up for another minute, and there you go. And then on the naans, you just like you turn your oven on to like 400 or whatever. You throw it in there, let it warm up and get nice and hot for about you only need to put it in there for maybe like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So like waiting for your oven to get hot is takes the most amount of time. And then especially if you get like a bottle of ghee or whatever and put it on top, oh, it tastes so good. There we go. There we go. Oh, the dipping sandwiches. Yeah, those are always good. Forget. So I helped my brother grab a car from Chicago. And what is it? I think let's see what the name of it was. There we go. Okay, I don't Okay, I don't remember the name of it. I think it was like Rays or something like that. But I wanted to try something other than Portillo's for a beef sandwich. So I went there and it was oh so good. The only thing is, I don't know. I know this is more of a personal thing, but and you know it as soon as you'd see it if you don't know what I'm referencing, but those like rectangle napkins that restaurants buy that are like super shitty, and you always have to end up you always have to use like 50,000 of them. to like wipe your hands. Like the only complaint that I would have is they had those type of napkins, and so like while I was eating my sandwich with the au jus on top, like my hands got filthy, and it's just like you know it's like I had to use napkin after napkin after napkin, and I hate wasting things in general, but you know if other than that it was a pretty damn good sandwich. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if you all noticed. I I always joke that I'm like the complete opposite of DJZ. So while he drinks his White Claws and whatnot, I enjoy delicious sparkling water. There you go. And I couldn't think of anything else to use for like my bit emotes. So so the first for the first stage, it's the lime flavor. The middle one is lemon, and then the last one is the pamplemousse, aka grapefruit, which is the top tier of the Kirkland brand sparkling water. May as well get some of my dailies out of the way while we're waiting for the feud to end. So there we go. All right, if y'all excuse me for just a moment, I need to blow my nose real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So no alcohol in 20 years. Congratulations. Oh, this is good. Okay. Yeah, not to beat a dead horse, like I said, I am Muslim, but I choose not to drink. Trust me, I know plenty of them that do. And I never play like the Holy R or the Endow card. I don't have a desire to. Same thing I tell people. I'm straight edge minus the angry rock music. Don't do drugs. Don't have. Don't smoke. So don't really have a desire to do any of those things. Now I have had a cigar occasionally, but my definition occasionally, I think the last time that I had one. See, I'm 36. I think the last time that I had one, I was still in grad school. So that was at least 10 years ago. And I don't really. I like I said, I've smoked like 3 cigars in my lifetime, and I did not. Yeah, I all 3 of the experiences I didn't like, and I did buy a cigarello once. One of my friends, when we went down to Austin, for whatever reason he really wanted one, but he was afraid of getting it. So I was just like, oh, screw it. If you get one, it's like, if you get it, I'll smoke it with you. And yeah, we opened what is it? We opened it up, and he had one, and I had one, and I took a couple puffs off of it, and I didn't really care for it, but I finished it only because like I paid what is that? I paid $1.89 for it for that pack, and I was gonna get my money's worth out of it. So I suffered through. So I suffered through that thing. I know a lot of people like buy those so they can cut them up and smoke the other stuff in them, but I don't know. I didn't see the appeal. And I don't know if it's the tobacco that makes it taste the way that it does, or the paper or whatever, but all I know is it's not for me. I think I'm hydrated enough for right now. Finish up this match, and then I'll go see how my teammate's doing if he needs a hand. Yeah, same here. I think just today alone I've spent way more than I wanted to. Oh, actually, I just did this match, didn't I? Damn. Ugh. Thought I had a plastic bag to throw this away in, but I'll recycle that later. Yeah, one of the things my wife's gotten on to me because I tend to like, I don't know, like, I feel weird about spending money on myself. I don't know how else to explain it, but I'm starting to like, buy some things here and there, just to kind of, treats for myself occasionally. So yeah, definitely the pulls in this game are probably my most expensive, habit. But every once in a while I'll treat myself to something nice, and not just something food wise. I do. I actually own an authentic Ribera steak jacket that I bought secondhand from a wrestling person, and just some other things here and there. The next thing I'm gonna do is I was talking to DJZ about this the other day. I wanna buy a stream deck, and I don't necessarily like need to buy one, but I think it would be cool to have. I'd like to have like the buttons to play sound effects, and be able to do my do stream transitions without having to come over here and manually do it each time. Well, I mean, I guess it's still manual because you have to press a button, but something, instead of having to do that. I don't know why it hung up like that. There we go. There we go. Does that make you sad right there, J-Man, seeing a 3SS showstopper? Alright, let's keep going. There we go. There we go. Let's just end this. Black Mass. By the way, I'm super excited that Aleister Black is back. I think he's a fantastic wrestler, and I think he has a very bright future ahead of him. Yeah, what is it? Last on Faction Feud #1, I think the game kind of sensed that. What is it? I beat a Dawkins, a 5SS Dawkins with Walter, no props, and I beat. It's like, and then I was just moving my way down the line. I think the game finally got to the point where they're like, "Oh, okay, Walter's done enough damage. Let's put this in check, sir." And then I just got bad board after bad board, and unfortunately, Walter fell to the wayside. And then, of course, my backup of Zombie Stone Cold Steve Austin with the round 1 stun faced a Rock that had an anti-stun belt, so he pushed my shit in pretty hard right after that. Oh yeah, no, I agree with you. I know I can totally like understand when it's like I just feel that pain from earlier. This one's over. Yeah, I know this is. I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but I mean, I know we talked about the portal acting up right now. So, for example, anytime that I use Walter, it'll glitch out the game as soon as I use his trap gems. But have you noticed that whenever you deal the final blow, instead of doing a move like like whether it's the Kinshasa, for example, or one of the other moves, all it does is just do the normal elbow and then pin instead of actually like doing something. Oh, damn, I got old. Yeah, so like check this out. I'll do it. I'll do it on purpose here instead of beating him with the pin. Okay, and it's just on the portal, by the way. I'm not talking about like the regular game. So Alright, hopefully... Yeah. Chai, oh, name custom chai. Okay, there you go. Alright. Alright. Nee, basira. Okay, so I'm not gonna do the sub on purpose. But let's check it out. So I'll go ahead and break that. Okay, so I think this might do it right here. Okay, J-Man. Okay, so you see here. So you see my moves are the Scorpion Deathlock, the Bulldog, and the inverted Atomic Drop. And what I meant was, like, whenever you win via like breaking gems and you don't use a move, you know, it's like whenever you pin the opponent, you know, it's like, for example, for Sting, it's either going to do a Bulldog, it's going to do an inverted Atomic Drop, right? But if you see here, there you go. So I pinned him, right? And he's in danger. So I don't know, that's just something weird I noticed earlier while I was playing on the portal. So I don't know why it did, like, it treats it like a normal pin instead of well, I mean, look, I'm not complaining because it's actually quicker doing it this way than having to wait through the move animations, but I still think it's weird that it's happening regardless. Oh, no, on mobile it plays just fine. Out of memory, isn't that lovely? Hopefully it didn't start the match and I didn't lose all my health. See, does anybody need a heal? No. Alright. Oh yeah, of course, look, Sting lost all his health. Yay! Black Hammer, how's it going? Going great, other than I got the out of memory error and Sting lost all of his health, but what can you do? Yeah, I mean, like, look, obviously, you know, hindsight's 2020. It's like, I really wish I had gotten his gear whenever I had the chance. You know, but then again, how was I to know that I would randomly pull him, 6 months down the line, or however long it was? Oh, hey Simpsons 99. Oh, the feud's going all right. I saw you playing Donkey Kong earlier. How did that go? Were you able to get your new? Don't pin. Were you able to get a new personal record or no? Yeah, so Black Hammer now. It may look like I'm doing extremely well right now, but strikers are actually my worst class right now. I don't have anybody good. So it is extremely. I admit, yeah, it's extremely kind of frustrating for me too. One good game, but not close enough to my score. Yeah, so I didn't really get into Donkey Kong just because of the King of Kong, which I absolutely love, by the way. I thought it was a great documentary, but I tried my hand, and I mean I can make it through. I mean, here's the thing: I can make it through multiple loops of the game. But the thing is, the tricks of like, oh hey, you have to specifically do this to do that to maximize your score and blah blah blah. I have no clue. And I mean, like, I'm sure it's like if I went on the Donkey Kong forums and whatnot, I could read that. I could see the strategies and whatnot to figure out how to do that. But as of this day and age, it's like at 9:08 p.m. on May 8th, 2021 in Dallas, Texas. I have no clue how to do that. Red Guy 834, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my stream. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday so far. Or if it's not, or if it's Sunday in your part of the world, happy Sunday. Yep. Alright, I'm not gonna do that. There we go. I guess I'll do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So this is actually one of my older ones. Yeah. Now it's changing. Yeah, I've seen the change now. Yeah, it's because so I here's the thing. Like I'm just I'm just the dude, right? I'm just Joe Schmo here in here in Texas. Like apparently the reason why they changed it from then now forever together is because they want to be more inclusive with all and be more have more diversity and blah 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 blah. I look, I don't get it. Maybe somebody could explain it to me. I have no clue. Looking at that, seeing to then now it's forever together. I don't feel any more diversity or happiness or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's probably some sort of there's some study or there's some study or some focus group out there that said, oh yeah, I feel like that adds more diversity to your logo. I don't. Who knows? Oh yeah, I mean definitely. I mean not just like I don't know, the I know some people don't like the term new normal or whatever, but definitely the COVID's brought about a huge change to the world, and things are going to be a lot different from now on than what we used to be. And the like one of the examples that I use, so how many of y'all? I'm 36. I'll be 37 later this year. How many of y'all traveled pre 9/11? If it's like, do you remember how wonderful it was that you could go to the airport 10 minutes before your flight and you can make it on with zero problems. Oh yeah, Simpsons 49, Simpsons 99. Yeah, but dude, do you remember how great flying used to be? Like, you could, it's like, yeah, COVID-19. Yeah, but no, but like I said, prior to September 11th, like, it's like you could actually, like, it's like when you were picking people up from the airport, you could really. Yeah, well, I mean, okay, so I can tell you right now, if you, like, it's like, like nowadays, whenever you fly, you have to get there at least like 30 to 45 minutes early, and I'm talking about like bare minimum to make it through the TSA checks and then all that stuff. Yeah, like back then, it's like you just like you get in, it's like 10 minutes before your flight, boom, you're on, end of story. Never any issues with, it's like with making your flight. Uh, and Yeah, it's like, and you remember, like, it's like whenever you would go and pick some, like, like going and picking somebody up, you could actually go into the terminal. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, you could actually go into the terminal and pick them up like right from the gate. You know, yeah. Here, I can do it. One, just let me get done with this real quick. I'm more than happy to. There we go. Well, thank you for your service. Before I forget, M Jackson 78, much appreciated. But yeah, all right. While we're waiting, so yeah, yeah, you're not missing much, but let's see. There you go. Oh, let me. So I'll admit I'm not 100% on how to. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the end all be all expert on Twitch and OBS and whatnot, but I wanted to have. Yeah, there you go. Oops. Oh, come on, I don't want to move that. Okay, there we go, it's locked. Alright, there we go. And by the way, I know that it's a little off right here and also right here. I'm actually streaming off a different in a different room, so I don't really feel like changing it. Only to change it back whenever I move back to my other room. Yeah. But yeah, Red Guy. So just as a side note, all the music in this game that you're going to be hearing tonight, or in my YouTube videos or anything like that, comes from ocremix.org. So they are a group who compiles a bunch of different. They compile a bunch of video game music and remixes made by a bunch of other people. So I kept getting no matter what I was doing, I kept getting flagged by YouTube for you know, it's like for not having for having copyrighted music. So there you go. Let's switch this out real quick. Yeah. So this is royalty-free music. I always make sure to give them a plug every single time. So yeah, I really I really recommend it. And here you go. Yeah. Yeah, so if the Portal actually played the in-game music, I would just play that. But you know, it doesn't give me that option, unfortunately. Because to me, it's kind of annoying. Because like sometimes when I do my offline, when I make videos offline, I forget to I forget to play music sometimes, and I don't know. I like having something playing. Let's see, Mega Man. There you go. Just for you, J-Man. We will have a selection of Mega Man 2, 1, 2, and 3 music playing. And hell, I'll even throw 4 and 5 in there. There we go. So about Shinsuke. Okay, so it's kind of in a gray area. So it is remixed music, and plus they have it as royalty free. Now every once in a while I do get like a claim, but they're more automated than anything else. I was actually using chip tunes for a while, thinking that I would be good with that. Because I did have a collection of WWE chiptune music, but for whatever reason, because it uses the melody, I can't play that. So, you know, I kind of got to. You know, my videos aren't monetized. I don't have 1,000 subscribers. That's the minimum that you need to be able to monetize videos on YouTube. And plus, there's other fine print to it. But you know, I want to make sure that I can at some point, and that's kind of the gray area. Like I said, that's the gray area here. Now, there is so you do have the ability to. Now, I do get like you know, I do get some auto claims, you know, it's you whatever YouTube's automatic system is, but typically I appeal them, and every single one of them so far, they've removed the copyright strike, with the exception of the WWE. So apparently telling them, hey, this is chiptune music, it's been remixed, and it's an original track. It's not that. Like I said again, they say since it still uses the melody, I can't do it. But for the most part, yeah, they're okay with this. But some companies are ridiculous. Like I really enjoy the Super Mario series, especially 1, 2, 3, and Super Mario World. And I've seen a sizable amount of videos from some of the creators that I follow that like Nintendo bans their music on YouTube that's playing from the game that they're playing at the moment. So I mean, it's ridiculous. I really don't know what more to say than that. I mean, a lot of it you have to blame. You know, so I do agree that some of it is like YouTube. You know, and the way that you know, like just the way that it's set up. But you know, like playing devil's advocate here, I also understand. Yeah, I also understand that you know having somebody that at the sheer rate that people upload things to YouTube, there's no way in hell, you know, or to quote Vince McMahon, there's no chance in hell that they're gonna have enough manpower to manually check every single video every single time. Because I think I forget what the stats are. I'll look it up real quick. Okay, so this, of course, is based on a figure from 2019. So, you know, it's obvious. I'm pretty sure I would bet my last dollar that, you know, yeah, it's a sound. Yeah, it is a sound flag, but I bet you my last dollar. So, in 2019, there's a figure that came out. Do you know that there's 500 hours of content uploaded to YouTube every minute of every single day? So yeah, I'd read it back then, but yeah, so that comes out to 30,000 hours of newly uploaded content every single hour. There, like I said, this YouTube doesn't have the manpower or the ability to sit there and regulate that, you know. And I mean, like, and again, some of the stuff that I got in copyrighted strike that I've gotten copyright strikes for is incredibly dumb, and I don't agree with it. I remember way back when I got a I actually got my an account, like, it was a so I know, like, there's like the music strikes or whatever, but then there's like the account strikes, like the big ones where if you get 3 they shut your account down. I actually got one from what was it? I can't think of the okay, of course I can't think of the name right now. It's this is gonna bother me, and I'm gonna hate myself when I do remember. There's really, I didn't know that. So I don't want to say anything. I'm surprised. You know the Stone Cold video that I had, the one where Mr. Sheik threw me the sparkling waters, and I was doing the middle finger and doing the beer bath with sparkling water. So I played Austin's theme in the background. I got surprised that, like, that didn't get copyright. That didn't get a copyright strike on that, but some of the other stuff I have. But it wasn't MLW, but it was another company. I was at the venue, and I recorded a match, but I had recorded the match because I set it as private, and I had sent it to someone from the Attitude, not the Attitude Era, the New Generation Project podcast, because they were going to do a review on it, and they somehow figured out, like, that I had uploaded it. I mean, I'm sure they probably had some sort of, you know, I'm sure they probably did a sweep and saw the name. They're like, hey, this motherfucker right here uploaded our content, and yeah, they hit me with the strike, and I emailed them back, and I said, I was like, look, you know, like, I took this video of this match because I was gonna do, you know, because I was gonna do commentary over it, you know, it's like a commentary of this was gonna be done, and I told them, I was like, look, I'll delete the video, just please take the strike off my account, and they absolutely refused to, and they're like, oh, well, your ticket says blah 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 blah. And, like, and of course, me being me, like, I turned around, I'm like, oh yeah, well, your ticket said that you can't bring in beers, but somebody spilled one on my backpack, so what are you gonna do? It's like, so are you gonna cover the cost of it getting cleaned? And of course, as soon as I said that, they never responded back to me again. But, you know, so I'll take that as a moral victory there. All right, we'll get back to this right here. Michael Mizanin. Let's go. Alrighty. Go ahead and just heal myself here real quick. I did, so there was one thing that I thought was pretty funny. I remember a long time ago, I had told my coworker about the Hell in a Cell matches, and I wanted to show him. So, have you all seen the? Have you all seen the Hell in a Cell match between Brock and Taker, like back in '02 or '01 or whatever? I told him about so he knew who the Undertaker was. He did, it's like, and he knew who Brock Lesnar was, but he didn't know about the match. But I told him about it's like, do you remember that point in the match where you've never seen that? You never seen that? Okay, dude, I gotta tell you, it's a very underrated Hell in a Cell match. Okay, I'm gonna shut up so that you can watch it, but. So I was showing him some there was one point in the match I was telling him about, and uh the like whoever uploaded it, like basically they uploaded it, they it's like instead of playing at like 1 speed, it was playing at like a 1.1x speed, and then they changed the pitch to where it was like an octave, like just like barely like an octave or two above where it would be, to get it from auto flagging on YouTube. I don't know if it's still there, but let's see. Yeah, but why would you want to watch it on YouTube whenever you can watch it on the Peacock Network for only $4.99 a month? They got tons of great shows and content, including The Office. Okay, I don't want the 2015 match. I want... Let me see if this is... Okay, so J-Man, I can't, crap. Okay. Let me do... There we go. While we're doing that, I'll go back and see if my teammate has finished off their portion of it. There you go, great J-Man Gaming. There we go. All right, J-Man, check your whispers. Oh, so I didn't even get a chance to use either of these. There we go. Boom, let's go. Carl Anderson. I'm gonna turn my Nest on. It's actually kind of hot in here. Okay, there we go. Ricky Steamboat versus Carl Anderson. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, I didn't mean to forget to go on, but yeah. Undertaker versus Brock, No Mercy 2002. Very underrated as far as the Hell in a Cells go. So, I mean, like, obviously, the match between him and Mankind is going to be the best Hell in a Cell there is. But, yeah, the one with Brock is quite good. Again, in my humble opinion. And, of course, he kicks out. There we go. Oh yeah, well no, I agree with that, but they didn't have a Hell in a they. Let's see. What was I gonna say? For the very first one, it was fantastic. I thought that they did a spectacular job. I mean, like, if I had to rank them off the top of my head, so Foley Taker is going to be number one. I really enjoyed, like I said, Brock versus Taker at No Mercy 2002 would be number two, and then HBK versus Taker would probably be number three. When they made it a yearly event, I didn't really care for the matches anymore. I don't really think of one that I would say like truly stands out. The one with Ambrose and Rollins was good. I mean, I'm not gonna discount it and say it wasn't, but not to the level that some of the other ones were. And then all the ones that like Triple H was in, I mean, like, I know that they got like super bloody. And like he would, it's like he made it a point of like always taking the toolbox out, and then he would take the, if you guys haven't seen it before, he would take like screwdrivers out, and then like he'd like take it and like mash it into somebody's forehead or whatever. It kind of became formulaic. There we go. Yeah, bon. Vale. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Okay. Nej, säg mig vad chef. So, J-Man and the rest of chat, would you like to know a little bit of trivia that probably isn't going to come up in the WWE Trivia Rumble? But would you like to hear a very interesting tidbit of knowledge that you might not know about? Yeah. Stream. Okay. Oh, hey Simpsons. By the way, yeah, I already know that it's my stream. I was gonna say it anyway. I was just waiting for him to potentially say no, and I was gonna be like, ah, well, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you anyway. But do y'all remember Dr. Francois Petit? So if you remember, he specifically came out, and they made a point of saying his name whenever Foley was thrown off the cage the first time, or was it? I don't remember if it was the first time or the second time, but yeah. So Dr. Francois Petit. So that being said, you're gonna be like, okay, well, why is hey, why is Iron Sheik bringing that up? How is that interesting knowledge? Oh, maybe I should finish my match here before I start saying stuff. Yeah. It's not a... Well, no, actually, okay, so he was actually a chiropractor, but, he did do some backstage medical stuff with the WWE. But I digress. So... Why is Iron Sheik 84? Why is Shams talking about Dr. Francois Petit out of the blue when it's like when he's talking about Hell in a Cells? It's like, okay, J-Man, I know this is kind of a rhetorical question, but y'all were alive in 1995, right? I know Simpson said that he's Oh yeah, Hassel's always going to take the #1 spot from us. I haven't held a #1 spot in, it's like in a feud in a long, long time anymore. Which is fine, it takes pressure off of me. But you remember Mortal Kombat 1 and Sub-Zero? Yeah. You remember Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 1? Yeah, that's Dr. Francois Petit from the WWE. Yeah, so he's the dude. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, he played, I found that out just the other day. So by the way, by the way, yeah, you don't see him unmasked, but how I found that out was, so this is not Okay, so I know. So this isn't wrestling related, but it is at the same time. So there's this really cool review channel called Dead Meat, and they take a look at various horror movies. Some of them are mainstream. Some are you know some are like like lesser known titles or more obscure ones. And he's actually so the guy who runs it is a wrestling fan, so he does make wrestling references occasionally. And yeah, okay, well, you know about him. Yeah, so he does make wrestling. Yeah, he makes. Wait, I'm gonna go ahead and just refresh my browser while I'm at it. He makes wrestling references, and he's actually had various wrestlers on his show talking about their favorite horror movies. So if you're a fan of horror at all, check it out. I like I said, they have no affiliation with me, so whether you do or don't, that's up to you. But I enjoy the show. I enjoy their show. I haven't seen every single episode, but I remember on Reddit it's like somebody had a thread saying like, oh hey, it's like what are some YouTube channels that suggest some like YouTube channels. So I saw some of that, and yeah, I really, like I said, I checked that out and I really enjoyed it. Now, there's a series that many people may not have ever heard of called Basket Case, and he recently did a look on that, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and the reason why I bring it up, he recently reviewed the Mortal Kombat movies, and they're not, he said that they're not horror. He acknowledged that they're not horror movies, but the fact that fatalities are so bloody and everything, he's like, well, we'll generalize that and put it under the genre of my show. So yeah, and then like I said, I learned that little tidbit there. I didn't even see how I did last feud. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I know Hassle's probably number one, but we'll check it out. Okay, feel a lot better now. Okay, I guess I need to use some health packs. Okay, great. It's in a loop. So, Simpsons, are you referring to the new Mortal Kombat that came out, or are you talking about the original one that came out in '95? 95, yeah. So I gotta tell you, I'm pretty sure I didn't watch it day one, but and I've mentioned, I mentioned my mom multiple times on here. I have a great mom. Like as always, I kind of like I hope for the best. I hope I hope everybody out there has a good relationship with their parents. I certainly do. My mom and dad sacrificed and did so much for me and my younger brothers. And the reason why I bring it up, so obviously tomorrow is Mother's Day anyway, but God bless my mom. She took us to so many movies that I'm sure she absolutely hated or just tolerated so that me and my brothers could enjoy ourselves. She went to the Power Rangers movies, she went to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and my mom took me and my brothers and I, to go watch Mortal Kombat in the theaters, and I remember having such a great time watching that movie. And yeah, and you're laughing about that. So I remember I forget if it was the Sam Goody store or FYE, but immediately after I saw that movie, like I actually stayed for the credits so I could hear like the Mortal Kombat. Do 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 do. I love that so much that I actually like when my mom was leaving, I was like, please, please, can I sit? Can I just stay and listen to the song? And she was like, oh, okay, no problem. So she let me stay for the whole credits or however long it was to listen to listen to the Mortal Kombat theme playing out. And then like I said, immediately after that, like I had my allowance, and I was like, mom, can we go to the Sam Goody or whatever? And we did, like we went, and unfortunately, both like the Sam Goody and the FYE didn't have it in stock, so I never bought it. But man, I love that song so much. Oh, Ziggler's on him. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There we go. Yeah, what is it? So I don't want to play it. So I certainly don't want this to come across as the "oh look at me, I'm a hipster" sort of thing. The one movie I can think of, like off the top of my head, that was sort of like that. So someone I know told me about Napoleon Dynamite, and so I went to go watch it in the theater. I actually found a theater that was playing it. And when I watched it, I was literally the only person in the entire theater who watched Napoleon Dynamite. So, it's like I thought it was okay. I still think, it has its moments. It's all right. But I just remember that, like I said, I watched it, and then a couple of months later, whenever it came out on, on DVD or VHS or whatever, it just blew up, and everybody was, making Uncle Rico comments, and, like, hey, Tina, blah, 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 and I was just like, what the hell, like, how the hell is it that I watched this movie and nobody was there, and now, like, it's it's like the most quoted movie. Well, okay, here's the thing. I'm not going back. Like, Napoleon Dynamite's okay. Like, I didn't really, like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, like, oh, man, it was a misunderstood, genius film or whatever. For whatever reason, my brothers and I, like, we have, like, we have this joke. So, you remember at the end of the movie whenever Napoleon does his, like, whenever he does his dance routine, whenever they have the, like, whenever, what is it, Pedro or whatever, or, yeah, vote for Pedro. When Pedro goes up and he does a speech and he's supposed to have a dance routine. When the cheerleaders are about to go up, and there's like that one douchebag blonde guy, it's like that's her boyfriend, and he's like pulling out his collar. Like, I don't know why that's just like an in joke for us. Well, I mean, or it was for a little while. That, like, whenever we wanted to like say somebody was being super douchey, we would do that. But that joke's kind of fallen to the wayside now that it's been like 20 years since that movie came out or whatever. And also another interesting fact about that film. So because it ended up being such a hit after the fact, that scene at the end of the movie where like he rides up on a horse, at his brother's wedding, and he's like, "Hey, I tamed this stallion for you," or whatever. Apparently, filming that one scene cost more than the rest of the entire movie's budget put together. There we go. Yeah, but J-Man, trust me, you're not missing anything by not watching Napoleon Dynamite. I mean, it's one of those things like it had its time, it's gone, and you're like I said, you're not missing anything by not watching the whole thing. And then the fact that they made like an animated show, I never understood like why they made an animated show of it. Like, what is it, like 7-8 years after it was popular? I never watched a single episode. Like I said, I didn't really care for the movie. The movie was okay, but like I didn't have any interest in watching it. And Bob's Burgers is like 10,000 times more interesting and something that I want to watch versus a Napoleon Dynamite cartoon. Fuck it. There you go. Yeah. So I love Futurama. I love I love Rick and Morty. The only thing that I don't like about Rick and Morty is surprisingly enough, the fan base of Rick and Morty. So, and what I mean by that is I oops, a water bottle of coconut water over. Starting to get a little bit. I'm not in my gaming chair, so this is actually starting to get like a little uncomfortable for me. So, like I said, I know I tend to be more of a conservative on certain things. Do y'all remember when when McDonald's did the Szechuan sauce, and like a whole bunch of people went to get some? And there was that one video of that guy who jumped up on the counter and he was like, "You don't have any Szechuan sauce?" And like, what is it? If I remember correctly, didn't he like take his shirt off or something like that, and then he jumped on the counter at McDonald's? That guy was such a fucking idiot, and I swear, and I know people talk about like, oh, if I was there, blah blah blah, but like, if I was his dad, I would have just like grabbed him by the collar and just smacked him in the back of the head over and 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 over for being a fucking moron and being like a shame to my bloodline. And I've seen, thankfully I've not seen anybody like that in real life, but certainly on, on some Facebook groups and on Reddit and stuff, I've seen people who were like that guy, and I cannot stand that. Yeah, I have Wolfpack Sting. Yeah, so, I've told this story before, but I actually got Wolfpack Sting. I forget now. It's been like a year and a half or 2 years now. But do you remember when they first introduced leagues in this game? Well, I was getting Slick Rick and Wolfpack Sting shards as much as I could. So I really wasn't a spender at that time. What I was doing was I was whenever I was at work, I would just I'd have the game on and I would just play the 5 ads that you can in an hour. I would just have those play in the background while I was in while I would be on a conference call or working on a report. I'd hit it, put my phone upside down, wait the 30 seconds or a minute or whatever, and then redo, like redo it. So every 3 hours, I would be able to do a refresh, and I was, it's like I was getting the Slick Rick shards at 200 a pop rather than the 20,000 that they are now, and I would also get the, the Sting shards. Well, what happened was whenever they first introduced leagues, they're like, "Oh, hey, we're revamping the Showdown store," and at that point, I was like, "Oh shit! Like they're gonna take Sting out of this, and I'm never gonna chance to get him again." So there was like that brief 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, whatever it was, where they gave you your league rewards, but at the same time, like they didn't like implement whatever upgrade it was that they were gonna do. So I got bumped up to league 13 or 14, I forget, whatever it was, but I was there. And then what I decided to do was I was like, okay, well they gave me like 1,000 in-game cash or whatever it was at the time for like the past leagues rewards. So I was just like, oh, okay, well, fine. I was like, I'm gonna go for Sting right after this. So I just refresh, and I got NWO Sting at that time. And I'm really glad I did, because obviously, like recent, like because of the recent events and whatnot. Um, I just like I had anticipated this happening at some point. I actually read. So, by the way, I love trivia, so that's why I know a bunch of this about a bunch of this random stuff. So, Sting the wrestler actually owns the name Sting, or the trademark, copyright, whatever term it is that you want to use. He actually owns it, and then Sting the singer actually like yeah. He what is it? He pays like he pays some like $10 or something like that a year for a royalty, like some ridiculously low figure. But like once Sting left and his contract expired, I anticipated this happening, and then of course when he went to AEW, I uh, I was kind of shocked that they did that, and I just it's like, and the fact that he's gone, like I still think there should be something that happens for people who it's like who spend in between when they made their announcement that, okay, what happened. All right, let's restart my browser. I feel like they should compensate or do something for people who spent their shards in between when it got announced and when they cut it off. But are they going to? I have no clue. I am Great Dreamer. Thank you very much for joining the stream. No, I didn't anticipate it getting this bad, actually. So what's kind of funny? So when COVID, so we it's like when COVID was happening, I I was like, okay, well, what, it's like, of course, just like everybody else, I was kind of like, okay, so what's happening here? What's going on? Because, for those of you who've heard me mention this many times, I'm in Texas, and I live in Dallas, Texas, and if you remember that nurse or whatever, or that dude who came over and he had Ebola, the hospital that he got quarantined at is actually 20 minutes from where I live. Well, it's like without bad traffic, of course. But yeah, so it's like with everything going on, it's like when the Ebola thing happened, of course. I know they quarantine everybody, but there was there's always like the thing of like, hey, what if it gets out or whatever. But I found it funny because, well, not funny per se, but it was March 11th, that I got that I got told that we were working from home until further notice. Oh, you have to put gamble and then a number. So like you'd put like gamble 50, J-Man. Um, so what happened is one day they sent us all an email that said, it's like we're not making any changes. Don't don't do don't worry about anything. Uh, yeah, so it would be like. Yeah, so it'd be like that. So there's two different ways, and then there's slots, like, Hey, there you go. Damn. Is there a reason why? Somebody's got to win. Alright, well, I don't know what's going on. I don't set the odds on this thing. But like I was saying, they sent us all an email one day that said, hey, everything is going, it's like nothing's changed. Don't, there might be a cooldown time. I don't know, J-Man. If it doesn't say anything, give it just give it like 30 seconds or something. Got messaged about our Mother's Day plans. But yeah, so email, everything's normal. Don't it's like we're holding, we're doing things as normal. And then like literally the next day after that, they said, everything is fine, but if you have to travel, like if you're traveling, you can only travel if it's essential. It's like, and if you don't, yeah, last one's female. And then, they said like, so if you have to do vendor visits and things, that's fine. But like, it was something about like there's certain travel that they were telling people like it's not that we're telling you not to travel. It's just we would prefer it if you did not travel. And then like the day after that, and then like I said, and then after that, they sent a thing out there saying like, okay, no travel period. And then like I said, this was like a literally like day by day thing. And then the next day after that, they said, don't no more meeting, like you can't do any closed door meetings anymore in the conference rooms. And that was either a Thursday or Friday. So I work something called a 980 schedule, and I get every other Friday off. So if it was either a Thursday or a Friday, and yeah, they told us. They told us, we'll do that, and then we're like, oh, okay, well, okay, whatever. Then it's like, and then I went home for the weekend, and my boss sent us all a message saying don't show up to the office until further notice, and that was March 11th of last year. So I've been working from home for a year and 2 months now. And Simpsons, I don't want you to think that I was ignoring you. I'm sorry to hear that you haven't worked since February of last year. If you mean it in the sense of employment, I hope something pops up for you soon. If you mean in, yeah, if you're talking about just like working from home in general, then I like working from home. It's enjoyable. I get to spend I get to spend every day with my kiddo and my wife, and my commute is my bedroom to this room actually. So this is my media room. I just wanted to change things up. I thought this morning that the feud was at 7 a.m. and not 9 a.m. and I didn't want to disturb my son since my streaming room is right next to his bed. Uh, and yeah, and then I just decided, I was like, you know, if I end up wanting to stream really, really late and the kid's in bed, you know, this will just make things a lot easier on me. There you go. Let's see. Still getting owner corny, crying again. He cried about Owen Hart and then talking about Brian Pillman. Look, I really like Jim Cornette with the butt. I don't know like how to put this. I do think some of the stuff that he says is just for shock value, so people like, you know, listen to his show. But on the same token, he, you know, like some of the comments that he makes, I think that they're uncalled for, and I mean like that's just my opinion, of course. You know, just like an asshole, everybody's got one. But you know, there, you know, like some of the things that he talks about is like here's the thing, like I do agree with, like I said, I do agree with some of the stuff that he talks about, you know, that he talks about with wrestling. There's, I don't know, like I don't know where to start. I mean, like it's not like I'm not saying this to like to because I don't want to offend people, because I mean obviously again I have my opinion. The like Joey Ryan and the what is it, the dick spot, you know, I mean I forget what it's officially called. I was never a fan of that. Okay, like okay, the first time I saw it I sort of chuckled. I'm not gonna act like I didn't, but it was like super, it was just super, you know, like I was never like really, you know, I never really liked it, and then you know, and I don't want to sound like white knight, you know, like I'm white knighting or being like an SJW or anything like that. I know it's kind of sad that you have to preface this for something like this. Like, look, you know, comedy or not, you know, like having a girl grab your dick in a wrestling ring, I never. I just, you know, like I don't know, I don't think that's cool. Even if they're in on the joke, I don't, that always made me like, so like in that situation, like I agree with them that, you know, like okay, you know, maybe that's not something that's, you know, that, you know, I particularly like, you know, that I particularly like to see in wrestling, and you know, but like other things too, like you know, like saying Kenny Omega's a bad wrestler just because he had a comedy match in a comedy wrestling organization, you know, 10 years ago or whatever, you know, like 15 years ago, whatever it is at this spot, you know, like that's just, you know, like that's just, I don't know, a bad opinion or ill-informed or whatever term that you want to use there. I think what people don't understand about Corny is he's not like anti-wrestling and new wrestling, in the sense that, you know, he's put over. He's like, I love, you know, he's like, I love Timothy Thatcher. He says he likes MJF. He likes, you know, he likes Seth Rollins. So it's not that, you know, he's like all, you know, he's talking about like, oh, the Midnight Express are the only good wrestlers and blah 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 blah. He's not saying that at all. there are certain things that are done in wrestling now that I don't personally like. One of the things, for example, you know, so like when the Undertaker no sells something, like he's the dead man. Like when Kane no sells something, it's like it's part of their character. But like I watched matches or I've been to indie shows where, oh hey, like I put somebody, it's like like I did a superplex off of a table, like it's like off the top rope through a table, and and then like, hey, I'm just gonna pop right up and act like nothing happened. That can get kind of infuriating. And to me, like, and I get like wrestling's predetermined. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, wrestling, it's still real to me, damn it, or anything like that. But you know um I don't know, it's just like I said, that like that takes away from the experience for me. You know Seeing eh, like overly, like I said, like like the like the spot where they, like, people are grabbing, like grabbing stuff. Yeah. I will say this. I actually quit listening to his show. So like I said, I love Corny's. Yeah, I agree with that. So like I love Corny's, like, his U shoots, and the kayfabe commentary stuff that he did. Absolutely loved it. And when he got a podcast, I was super excited about it, and I listened to it every week. Um, I didn't care for some of the bits, but I mean, like, hey, look, he's not going to be perfect every single time. Um, but what kind of got me to not listen to him for a long time was, he went on. Okay, so I want to make sure that, again, just prefacing, it wasn't just because he was talking about Muslims and I was a Muslim, but like Cornette's atheist and that's fine, but he goes on this, like, he goes on like the, it's like God is, like he says, like, oh, God is bullshit and blah 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 blah. And to me, like, whenever he was saying, like whenever he said, like, oh, Christianity's, like, like Christianity's bullshit and blah blah blah, and and just really knocking on people's religions. Like, so one of the things that here you go. I'm gonna turn the music off just so I can be serious for a moment. Um, like, so obviously there's gonna be there are things in, there are things in my religion that don't, that I don't agree, or I say, like, I don't agree, it's like, so ideological wise. So like in Christianity, people believe in a savior and it was Jesus. In Judaism, people believe in a savior and he hasn't come, they haven't come yet. In Islam, we don't believe in a savior. So that's kind of like where we have like the branching things. And I may not necessarily believe what you believe, and I'm saying you in like the universal sense. But like at the end of the day, the only thing that I ask is, like, look, if you respect my beliefs, I'll respect your beliefs. As long as they're not like super out there. And what I mean by that is, if it's like if somebody's one of those, like, Christian, or Christian, Muslim, Jew, whatever you want to call it, like one of their religions where they're like, oh hey, it's like, hey, I'm okay with, with having, it's like 8 wives that are 12 years old. If that's what you believe, you can go fuck yourself. Seriously, like, just go into a ditch and die. But like I said, just at the end of the day, respect me, respect my beliefs. I'll respect your beliefs or lack thereof. The fact that he was like, the fact that he was always saying that about other people's religion just really didn't click with me. And then he went on this giant anti-Muslim rant, and at that point, I was just like, okay, that's it, I'm done. And I didn't listen to him for a very long time. But then, like, I kind of, like reading dirt sheets and whatnot, I kind of was like, you know what, I miss Corny. I'd like to listen to him again. And I did, and, some of his bits were funny, but then, like, calling Jordan Grace, like, a butterface, and, always, like, Kenny this and Kenny that, um, you know, it's, like, I wasn't happy about that, and I forget what the catalyst was, but just basically it got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm not enjoying a show anymore, and I don't like what he's listening, what the rhetoric that he's spewing. So then I just stopped watching it. I stopped listening to him, and that was quite a while ago. Um, now, this is something that, like, like, I always like, like, this is kind of like my core belief. Um, at the end of the day, like, I don't care if you're a dude or a dudette. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're bi. I don't care if you're trans. I don't care if you're straight. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. If you're yellow, green, blue, purple, whatever. If you're a good person and you're cool, I'll be cool with you. If you're a dick, you're a dick. And if I don't like you, I don't like you because of who you are, not what you are. So, like I said, it's like, if you're an asshole and you're black, I hate you because you're an asshole. If you're an asshole and you're a woman, I don't hate you because you're a woman. I hate you because you're an asshole. And I mean, like, that's just the way it is. And I think, like, I wish more people would be like that, but what are you gonna do about it? I know I'm doing the shoulder shrugging a lot. I should probably knock that out. All right. Well, there's another. There's another QAZOKM 1239. There you go. I'm already famous, damn it. I'm so good at video games. But yeah, all right. Yeah, I really do need to catch up. Oh yeah, but getting back on a happier subjects. Yeah, I really do need to catch up on the Dark Side of the Ring. So I've watched some of them before. So I've seen the Montreal Screwjob. I've seen the Benoit one and several others. But I really need to one day just, like, sit down and just binge all of them. In fact, I'm actually taking a few days off next week, so I actually, you know what? That's the perfect time for me to do that. They're really good, and actually, Vice has been uploading them to YouTube, so you can watch them for free. The New Jack one was spectacular. I don't know if you watched that one, Dreamer. Yeah. Let's see. Go ahead. Oh, no. Really? Okay, so here's one of them right here. Hey Nico, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I was just doing this in the background, so I wasn't just, like, sitting around waiting for the next feud to start. I like to keep myself busy while I'm doing feuding. Yeah, well, like I said, well, I'm doing. I mean, it's a lot more enjoyable now that I went from having four people to three. I just don't. I don't have a particularly. We strikers are my weakest set. All right. So Nico, this is it right now. So my strongest character right now, I got a 5-star silver Walter, and then Big E's going 5-star silver next talent up, and yeah. I need a, somebody had asked me to do like a retrospective of what my talent, of my what my stuff, what my roster is right now, and I told him I would, and I forgot about that until just now, but just kind of a heads up. I'll do a talent up video, but Sokko's going 4-star silver at least, if not 4-star gold. Zombie Kane's going 4-star silver. The Rocky Maivia is going 4-star silver, and then Zombie Rock's going 4-star. So that's what I got going on at bare minimum. And then my goal for what is it? I only got them last month, and I'd already maxed out this month, but I got Lana's through the chest, so she's gonna be my next 5-star women's project. And then of course I had to pull. So I got Rhea Ripley and I got Acro Trish. So I just so many. Oh yeah, J-Man. Yeah, have fun. Yeah, you go do that. Enjoy yourself, dude. It's one of those problems, I only, you only have so many coin and things available for me. Oh, did I say Acro? Oh, yeah, well, Hall of Fame Trish is what I meant to say. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I have a finite amount of resources, so you got to do what you got to do with what you got. Trust me, if I had if I had like 400 or 500 million coins, I would have all the characters that I want built up fully the way I want them to be. Oh, congrats, dude! I gotta tell you, I spent more than I cared to this month chasing the new rock, and just I did not get lucky in the bags, and I have not been lucky in my pulls. So what can you do? All right, so let's see. So we are 76th right now, and where am I? I haven't even hit a million yet. Look, I like Acro Eddie. Um, I certainly think that he punches way, way above his pay grade. And also, just in general, I love, I love Eddie Guerrero. I miss him. I miss him a lot, and I actually have all three versions of him. So I got lucky enough to get. I forget if I got the gold gear or the silver gear, but I have the Hall of Fame Eddie with the gear, and I have the Viva La Raza and the Acro one. So the Acro one that I got through. So what is it? About a year ago, or maybe even longer. There was that Gauntlet Blitz where you basically could grind him out, and that's what I did. I grinded and grinded and grinded and grinded and got him. And then you go. And then the Hall of Fame Eddie I got from I forget which pull it was, but I got him through a pull. I got him from from Cashageddon. I was able to I got him from one of those bags, and what is that? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of one. And then The Viva La Raza Eddie, I got him a while back, but unfortunately, I haven't touched either of them really. I have done a little bit of talent up with them, but again, it's like I have so many projects right now that I don't really know what to do with. When they gave everybody that free, that makeup bag, because they screwed up on. Do y'all remember the Hall of Fame Andre bag that they gave out because whatever happened, like nobody ever got like the last milestone that they were supposed to. Well, I got Hall of Fame Andre at 4-star from there, and then I pulled 4S, like the 4SS, Hall of Fame Eddie. I have Acro Trish. I have, or not Acro Trish. Why do I keep saying that? I keep thinking of the Tribute to the Troops one. I have Hall of Fame Trish. I have Hall of Fame Lita. I just got Hall of Fame Bree. So I mean, like I only got so many characters that I can work on at a time. Oh, so you got Michael Hickenbottom? Well, I guess you and Paul Levesque should come and see us at the Alamo. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, do yourself a favor and Google Jesse James Alamo promo. So I'm not. By the way, I'm not one of the official Scopely creators. That goes to Merrick's and DJZ and Guerson and them. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. I think it would be in. I think it would be in poor taste to promote another Federation's stuff here in a WWE based game. And plus, if they ever do give me an invite for to be a Scopely content creator, I don't want to jinx that and have somebody look back at an old video and be like, "Oh, look at him right there! Look at what he said." Yeah, Dreamer, I've heard that too. I've heard that that even though that he's a more religious person, that that he still does things. I don't know. So I do read like the dirt sheets, and I have seen that particular kayfabe commentary with them. Let's see. There we go. It's. I mean, I don't really move him around that much. I mean, like I agree. I mean, it's more than I would like to pay, and I really wish I had an affiliation strap for him. But he mostly just stays on. What is it? He mostly just stays on Z page. I don't really have another more red moves that I use. I did put him on Trish, the Hall of Fame Trish, for a short while, but until I really move her up, he's just gonna stay on zombie page. So I don't really do that. Um, Woods and Lawler are the ones that I move the most. So, I mean, I really wish I had an affiliation strap for both of them just to make life easier on me. But, you know, I don't have any of them. In fact, strap parts are something that I'm always struggling for. So I'm hoping that once I get I'm hoping that once I get the 800K Charlotte gear, which I don't even know why I'm still going for since I got the Icons of WrestleMania one, but it's just I want to get it for completion's sake. Once I get that, I'm gonna start going after gear and strap parts more heavily. And once I do that, I'm definitely gonna build up some characters and get some straps and medals built up the way I want them to be. All right, there you go. Match is done. Alright, and while my teammate tries to finish up there, we'll, there we go. There we go. So that's me. So we got some time. We'll go through some of the wrestlers that I meant since you mentioned Mr. Higginbottom. So there's Abdullah the Butcher. I met him at the first WrestleMania that I went to, or well, actually no, not first, but first one I traveled out of state for. I had been to the one I went to 25 in Houston, and then I went to the one in Atlanta. There's Delilah Doom, and these are my younger brothers right here. That's Yusuf and that's Yaakov. They're twins. There's me with Yoshitatsu. I actually went on my birthday and met him. There's Gary Young. There's Foley. That's Jim Cornette's wife, Stacy. And just for the record, no, I did not have sex with her while Cornette watched. There's me and Jake the Snake Roberts. There's Ricky Steamboat. There's Bret Hart. Bret's my favorite wrestler of all time, by the way. Foley couldn't have been nicer. I can tell you that right now. There's X-Pac, aka Six, aka the 1-2-3 Kid. There's Cornette right there. There's Kyle O'Reilly. And there's the ROH tag team belt on my shoulder there. There's Mr. Stan Hansen. That is, why am I blanking on his name right now? Charlie Haas. That's a local wrestler. He goes by Izzy James right now. There's Franco D'Angelo. He's another local guy. There's one of the 3 times I've met Chris Jericho. There's Paul London. It's Jimmy Jacobs. He's also a local wrestler. There's the second time I met Jericho. If you'll remember that person right there, that's Mean Mark Callis from WCW. I don't know what he did after WCW, but he did something, right? Let's see. So there's when I met Edge. Yeah. Let's see. There's when I met Shawn Michaels, and that's when my mom met Shawn Michaels. So that's Mother Chic right there. That is Lance Archer. There's the first time I met Jericho, so you saw all 3 instances of it. There's Colt Cabana. There's my younger brothers again. There's Jimmy Jacobs. So, okay, so a quick funny story about Jimmy Jacobs. So, I went to this indie show specifically to see Colt Cabana, aka Scotty Goldman in the WWE for a very short period of time on SmackDown. So, Jimmy Jacobs actually had a picture of Daniel Bryan, and he's like, hey man, he's like Daniel Bryan's one of my best friends, and this is his actual signature I'll sell it to you for 20 bucks. And I was joking around with him. I was like, hey, do I get the frame too? He's like, oh yeah, sure. But I told him that I would only buy it if he could call Daniel Bryan and authenticate it. So he's like, sure. So to his credit, he pulled his phone out and he started calling. He called Daniel Bryan, but we got his voicemail. So I never got the confirmation from him, but I did buy a T-shirt, so he did get some money from me. So there we go, my brothers and Jimmy Jacobs again. So this was a very bad picture somebody took of me and AJ Styles. And unfortunately, they didn't take a second one, so it's always, I'm forever going to look super blurry in this. This was a show in Oklahoma that I went to. So there's Kevin Nash, there's Chavo Guerrero and Gail Kim. There's Brodus Clay and John Morrison, aka Johnny Drip Drip. I forget if this is Madison Rayne or the other one. But there you go. There's another local wrestler, Adam Asher. So no, Chavo's still wrestling. There's Big Daddy Yum Yum. If you remember him, if you don't know, he's in New Japan World Wrestling. But by the way, I'll switch it back. But you know the Botchamania videos where you see the guy just like going like this, and the black dude's just going like, oh, that's him right there. Yeah. Let's see. There's Davey Richards. Which, by the way, if I ever meet him, I owe him $5 because I don't want to be in his debt. He was charging 10 for a photo. I only had 5 on me, and he didn't take PayPal or anything. And there wasn't an ATM where I was at. But there you go. This is, I forget who this is. So it's TNA. Jesse Sorensen. There's Roderick Strong. It's Colt Cabana again. I went to one of his comedy shows. There's the Young Bucks. There is Raymond Rowe, a.k.a. Eric of the Viking Raiders. There's Joey Ryan. We'll skip that. There's Raven right there. There's DDP and Jake Roberts. I went to... so I went to a screening of the Jake Roberts... Jake Roberts, his documentary, and I really enjoy. You know, it's like, and they were there, so it was pretty cool. My brother went to the one in LA because he's a consultant, so he flies around. So at that one, it was Jake Roberts and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, by the way, I loved Raven. He was I would dare say, if he wasn't my favorite wrestler in WCW, he was one of my favorites. There we go. There's Brian Cage, aka the Swolverine. There's AR Fox. So, you know what? I should probably delete that photo. He's... Okay, so I'm going to say this allegedly because it hasn't gone to court yet, and I don't want... You know, I don't want somebody suing me or whatever. Allegedly, he has multiple... sexual assault accusations from the Me Too movement, so that's the reason why. Actually, I think I'm gonna delete that because I really don't want that there. There's Ricky Starks. I love Ricky Starks is fantastic. He's one of my favorite. He lived in Austin, so I would see him a lot of times at our local indie fed in Dallas, and super cool guy, pleasure to talk to every single time. Great wrestler. There's Johnny Gargano. There's Sin Bodhi, aka Kazarni. There's PJ Black, aka Justin Gabriel. There's Daniel Bryan right there. And I actually told him the Jimmy Jacobs story. That's the reason why I went into it, because I knew we were going to get to this one. There's Tim White. There's New Jack right there. There's Kota Ibushi. So this really bad photo is of me and Will Ospreay. There's Zack Sabre Jr., Ricochet. I'm holding the IWGP title right there. Oh, yeah, that's much better. There's Terry Funk, Sabu, and Super Genie. There's Tommy End, aka Aleister Black. So I remember, so like I said, my wife's from the Netherlands, and he actually went to the city that she's from. This is Cooter, and I forget who the other guy is, but they're local. They're local people. There's Ethan Page. There's Jimmy Havoc. I saw him randomly while he was there. His knee was bad, so he wasn't wrestling. But there you go. There's Drew Gulak and Tracy Williams. There's Candice LeRae, Sammy Callahan. There's Lance Archer and Davey Boy Smith Jr. There's Tommaso Ciampa. There's Pentagon Jr. or Pentagon OM. There's Chris Hero. That's Laredo Kid. There's Cody right there. If you didn't know, his dad is Dusty Rhodes. There's Donovan Dijak. Willie Mack and Sammy Guevara. Willie Mack is awesome, by the way. So there's both the Viking Raiders right there. So they were known as War Machine. So that was Hanson, and this was Raymond Rowe. There's Jeff Cobb. There's Ethan Carter III, EC3. There's Michael Elgin. There's Scorpio Sky. There's Super Cop Dick Justice. That's Leva Bates, aka Blue Pants. There's Mustafa Ali. Yeah, actually, so whenever we met him, he was actually surprised. He's like, man, Muslims never come out to shows, so he was surprised to see us there. And man, a beardless Iron Sheik, ugh. There's Jervis Cottonbelly. There's Shelton Benjamin. Here's Team 3D, aka the Dudley Boys. Matt Cross. There's Abyss. There's Lufisto. There's Andrew Everett. There's Holodead. There's Mecha Wolf, aka Mr. 450. There's Ray Horace. Let's see. Oh yeah. This is one of the last people that I met. Yeah, Joseph Parks. Yeah. So here's Shad Gaspar and JTG. This was 2 months or 3 months before he died, unfortunately. There's Silver Tiger. There's there you go. That's Luke Gallows, aka Festus. And I think that's it. And then I did go to an indie show recently, and I met Leo Rush. So yeah, so by the way, if you ever get a chance to, definitely check out your local indie leagues. Ooh, you know, you'd be surprised how many former people you get to meet. Oh, dude, I'd love no Carl Anderson. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. Dude, I'd love to meet CM Punk. I actually debated getting a chance to. I know he did his comic, you know, like that comic book they did, and he had that signing in Chicago. I was debating going, but I forget what it was. There was something going on at the time that prevented me from going. But yeah, I'd love to meet CM Punk. I thought he was a fantastic wrestler. I think it's a shame that things went down the way that they did, but you know, nothing I could do about it. It wasn't done. It wasn't by my hands. But yeah, like I said, I know I kind of went through quickly because I wanted to get back to feuding, but I've met more people. I just I need to update my Facebook thing with more people on there. Let's see. There we go. And put in. go. Yeah, so I don't. I do watch wrestling. I don't always catch it week to week, unfortunately. Only because between not that I need to justify it, of course, but between being married, having my kiddo's 2.5 years old, I just don't have the time to devote to wrestling sometimes because uh, look, if it's it's like if my little one's fussy or whatever, he takes precedent over any wrestling, any wrestling show, any video game that I'm playing. Period. He is he's the most important thing in my life. Period. And then second comes my wife, and and my family, and the rest of my family. Um, I like so I mean, like I said, just unfortunately, like that's just how it goes sometimes. But I did I did stop watching for a little while, and I know exactly what it is that stopped me. So after the Attitude Era, came like the Ruthless Aggression Era, and I was still like, okay, well, this is it's like this is good, but I kind of like I miss look, I love Bret Hart. He's my, as I mentioned before, he was my favorite wrestler of all time, and like he was gone, and then Owen died, and it was just a bunch of it was this and that. So like I said, my interest was waning, but what got me to stop watching wrestling for a long time was y'all remember Katie Vick? As soon as I saw that skit, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done. Fuck this. I'm done with wrestling. Like I said, I was already like I was already like I said, I was already waning in my interest, but I was just like, yeah. As soon as I saw the Katie Vick skit, I was just like, yeah, that no, I am not watching this anymore. And I stopped for a very very long time. But what got me watching again was my little brothers are like, hey, it's like, do you know who? It's like, they're like, they're like, hey, I know you don't watch wrestling anymore, but have you seen Brock Lesnar? And I was like, no, who's Brock Lesnar? And they're like, dude, check it, it's like, check him out, he's awesome. And so I saw some Lesnar matches, and I was like, holy crap, this guy is cool. And and from there I started, like I started watching regularly again, and like I said, I watched regularly for quite some time, and then just I was in grad school, and it's like just grad school, and then like I got a real job, and that of course like took up more time, and then of course getting married, having a little having a kid, all that took away from wrestling time. Oh, hey J man, welcome back. You didn't miss much. I just went through. You've seen so just feuding, telling stories and whatnot like I always do. But then I also went through, and you've seen my wrestling photos like 50,000 times whenever people mention stuff. Went through, and some of the new people got to see when I met Daniel Bryan and Shawn Michaels and a bunch of other people. Alright. So Flair didn't get very far, but I'm not surprised about that. There we go. All right. Is that really... Okay, I guess that is my only option. Shit. Oh shit, I didn't notice that. Fuck. One of these days I'm gonna get Showstopper. I've been getting his shards like, you know, it's like on certain loots I've been getting his shards like 10 at a time, and I'm at 1400 out of like 1600 or whatever it is. One of these days I'm gonna get him, and then I'm gonna finally have a good striker, and I'll be happy in life. Oh, this sucks. There's no point in really kicking out of this. Oh, I take that back. I didn't realize he was in danger. There we go. I thought he was just gonna put me in that. Oh yeah. Well, Nico, I'm gonna give you some well wishes that the next time that they give out an epic chest or epic shard chest or whatever it is, that you get the final shards you need to get Lana. That's how I unlocked her. No, I want Sting, damn it. Come on. Alright. I'm gonna tell you all right now, unless I get a second win, I'm not playing until 2 a.m. because I'm actually getting pretty tired right now. Yeah, actually, I do have Tyler Breeze. I haven't really worked him up as much as I quote unquote should, but yeah, I do have him. I got him at, I think when I pulled him, he was 3-star bronze. Oh yeah, I think what is it? I know that I really wanted to build him up so that I could have a really good. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna tempt fate. Okay, do that. So then, does that damage? Do this. There you go. Yeah. Well, oh, because he's not built up right now, and is Tyler Breeze a top tier character? Or, I mean, or is he like a tier 2 like Sting is? I mean, I know I talk about like not having a good striker, but by that, like, kind of like what I mean is, like, you know, like you have Showstopper, yeah, you have Showstopper, you have APA, like, you know, it's like that's a top tier striker, you know, like Sting and and some of the others they aren't. See, Blue Neckbreaker, Blue Beauty Shot, and Boston Crab. Yeah, I mean, I have used Tyler Breeze, and I have him built up a little bit, not too terribly much, but it's just, I don't know, it's one of those things that, like, yeah, Breeze borderline 1-2. I don't know. Do they have him like a borderline 1-2 for his showdown ability, or like, you know, is he good on his own? I don't know. Maybe I'll consider doing that then. Okay, maybe I'll consider that then. Well, right now I have Rocky Maivia, so I mean, like, he was going to be the one I was going to take up, I guess. You know, as my other one. Dang, I'm really kind of going slow here, aren't I? Brawl over. What the hell? I have 9 minutes here. What are they talking about? Okay, that's weird. Well, I mean, at least they give him out. I actually pulled him again recently. I had so I've had him since he was ADR, and you know, it's like I've had him. You know, it's like I have him now that he's Rezar. But I mean, at least he's. I mean, at least he's still in the game. Come on, Road Dog. I don't want to see you. Scrolly, scrolly, scroll. There we go. So just to kind of show you where I'm at with some of these, if they ever finish loading. So Showstopper, I got 1408 of 2000. Apex Predator 740 of 2000. I think that took it really easy that month. Rocky Johnson 1080 of 2000. Mr. T, I know I have like 40, yeah, 115, so I'm not even anywhere close to him. APA, I got 100 out of 2000. I mean, hell, I don't even have Big Kev, 213 out of 800. And on Sid, 1539 of 1600. I mean, I know I could get them if I buy those two $50 packs, but still, like, on top of what I already spent this weekend, I really don't want to spend $100, even if it's going to give me a guaranteed character. Oh, Alberto Del Rio. So I got Enzo. So I got Enzo, aka Acom, and ADR like way back when. I don't remember what loot it was, but I treated myself to a loot like back then because I was 100% free to play. I did a pull and I got him and ADR way back when. And then of course they got reskinned, and you know, I mean, I still have them, but yeah. So like I said, I did see. Well, Enzo. Well, for what it's worth, Enzo, like, you know, it's like he got accused, but it turned out to be a false thing. But yeah, so you see here. Actually, I take that back. So I needed 71 shards, so even if I buy this 3 times and spend $150, I'm still not going to get them, so... Oh, I meant, okay, let me rephrase that. Okay. I meant to say I pulled Rezar again recently, so what I meant was Rezar is still in the game and he's still able... You're still able to get him, is what I meant. Yeah, I did not. Yeah, just to clarify, I did not pull. I did not pull Alberto Del Rio. He is not in this game anymore. Yeah, but I forgot what it was. There was some poll I did. I'm sure if I go back in my YouTube videos, I can tell you, I can pinpoint the date and say, okay, it was this date that I did it. But yeah, like I said, I got him again at some point. I don't know. I don't even know if my mooks can beat these people. I don't know. I have Lita, and I have her at 3SS, and I didn't 3-star silver, and I haven't touched her since then. She's not. I don't know. Maybe she gets better at 4 stars and does more damage or whatever, but she's not. She's not that good. And I like Lita. So when I got the Hall of Fame version, I was a lot happier about that. Yeah, I know in the silver leagues that they have her at 4-star, like 4-star bronze or whatever. I don't know what it is with silver leagues. I don't have much luck getting some of the fuses sometimes. Yeah, Hall of Fame Lita is good. The tech version not so much. And you know you're getting old when at 11 o'clock. You know it's your bedtime, you're starting to get tired. Um, Look, Dreamer, I mean, this is just my personal opinion, okay? I have Mela at 5 stars. I think that she's fantastic. But given the two, Lana is miles better than Mela. I don't regret taking Mela up. All right, Nico, you have a good night. Thank you so much for joining the stream. It was a pleasure seeing you here. And do definitely catch another stream. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, so right now, like, Lana's not even like fully built up right now with me. I had an extra legendary belt and I put it on her. And like I said, even without fully building her plate, her belt and plate, I put a flat damage yellow, uh, uh, what is it, metal on her, and she's just kicking ass. Daz, trust me. I'm an early to bed, early to rise person. So I'm typically in bed by around like 10 or 11. Sometimes later if the little one doesn't want to fall asleep. He's 2.5, so sometimes it takes some time getting him, coaxing him into bed, and then I go to I go to, like I said, it's like I go to bed around that time, and then I wake up, anytime between 6 and 7 usually. I do usually get woken up in the middle of the night still because the little one, he's like, I'm not happy. Dad, do something about it. Or, it's like the, hey, I'm not happy, and if I'm awake, I'm going to keep you awake too. Yeah, so actually, what's funny? I had actually never gotten the Velveteen Dream Shards until this past chest, I think. So I finally got them, and like he still hasn't been recruited yet. So I'm gonna wait until a talent up or something, just to get like the free talent points for it. But yeah, from what I understand, he's good as a 9K trainer, and that's about it. I definitely have I definitely have way better powerhouses that I'm currently working on and currently have in my roster. Okay, I'll go ahead and give it a shot with Papa Shango just for the points, now that I got this out of the way. Yeah, that's like I said, that's what I heard. Oh, there's a minus sub guy for Trickster. Oh, okay. So yeah, so that's the reason why. And I gotta change these Streamlab things to show up less often. There we go, the literal copy of, what is it? the, Striker Wyatt. Let's see if he did the job. And, of course, he gets the magical drop that he needs. Yeah, Trickster Edge isn't bad. It's just he's not as top tier as he was at one point, which I mean that happens to a bunch of characters in this game. Oh, look at that. He magically got the ability to kick out and he had all of his moves charged. And now he's gonna pin me. So, J-Man, we were talking earlier about knowing when the game's screwing you. There you go. And my game locked up. Okay, there we go. Okay, well I didn't get the points, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, as soon as they got that kick out, I was like, well, that's what's gonna happen. Alright, I'm gonna go use the little boys' room, so I'm gonna play a commercial, and I will be back in a couple minutes. Oh, yeah. So, see y'all in a few. Just see y'all in a few. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Dreamer, before you were saying like you love how they made you in DJ's Fire Pro Wrestling, yeah, I love how they made me. So when Punisher reached out to me and asked me, told me about getting a character made, I was kind of shocked. I was like, wow, seriously, you're including me. Uh, but like he told me, it's like hey, do you have any points about the character and everything? And I was like, well, I'm barrel chested in real life, so it's like I look more like if I was a wrestler, I'd look more like Colt Cabana or like Rusev than other wrestlers. And of course, he gave me that massive chest and shoulders. So yeah, I mean, I'm as lame as this may sound, I seriously mean it. I'm honored that that they chose to put me in there. Oh yeah. By the way, thanks, J-Man. Yeah, I'm gonna be stopping myself. I'm gonna actually have to be up pretty early tomorrow to get to get some things in order, get the baby or get the toddler ready so we can take my mom out for Mother's Day. Hey, J-Man, while you're here, so I'm probably gonna make just like a short YouTube video to make an announcement. So. J-Man said that he was gonna do a that he's gonna help me promote it, but so Easter Sunday, on Easter Sunday, I made affiliate, and I wanted to do something special to thank all of you who have supported me, and the people who've subbed, people who've given bits. So I'm gonna finalize the date, and it is a little. I can't give an exact date right now, only because I have to see like when Eid is actually going to be. So Ramadan is almost over, but I as part of, like I said, my thank you, I am gonna do so. One of the streams that I do next week, so whether it's Showdown or they have another feud or something like that. For people who are viewers in chat, I am gonna, since I'm not a Scopely creator, like I said, I can't give out characters, but I can give out gift cards. So I'm debating how many to do, but top prize, I'm gonna give away $50 to somebody, either through an iOS gift card or a Google Play one. So I'll, like I said, I'll make like a short blurb about it, and I'll put it in the like the various Discords and whatnot. But I was thinking of doing a 50, a 25, and a couple of 10s, maybe more. And I know Can You Smell It, aka Great J-Man, was going to throw something in there as well. So just giving you all a heads up right now. Be on the lookout for some sort of announcement of that next week, and have your chance at winning. Get your chance at winning $50. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna do one more on stream, and then I'm gonna call it an evening. Like I said, I'm definitely feeling tired. I've had a super long day, and hopefully we're gonna go out on a high note here. I feel like something's ears itchy. Alright, so I'm the only streamer right now. There's nobody I could, was hoping we could rate somebody right after this, but apparently not. Alright. So let's see who's... Alright, nah, I'm just gonna... Not even gonna bother. Yeah, if you see somebody, yeah. Oh crap, I forgot he's already got his thing set up. Okay. Yeah, if somebody between now and the end of this ends up streaming, well, we'll raid them. If not, we'll just call it an evening. But yeah, we got a couple things planned, and my brothers and I are gonna take my mom out so she can have a good time. Fortunately, I wish my dad could come too, but somebody's got to keep an eye on the shop. So we will, but it's okay. Whenever Father's Day comes around, we will take him out on a special trip, and he'll have a good time as well. So my dad said that it's been a while since he's been to Vegas, and he really wanted to go. And I don't think Vegas is going to be feasible. Um, Actually, I don't even know if the casinos are open again. They could be. I have no clue. But an hour north of Dallas, there's the Choctaw Casino, and it's in Oklahoma on an Indian reservation. So we're probably gonna take him there or Windstar, and it may not be Vegas, but at least it'll be something that he like. It'll be a place that he likes to go to, and he can have fun. I myself am not a gambling man, and I do enough gambling on these pulls, so I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to go on the slots or anything. Oh no, there's nothing wrong with an Indian reservation. It's just I don't know how to explain it. It's like the Vegas is Vegas. I mean, like obviously like the slot machines and and like roulette and what else is there, like roulette, craps, poker, all that stuff's the same. But like Vegas is like Vegas is Vegas. Also, I guess the PC term would be Native American reservation, right? Not that. But no, I mean, like we've been to the Choctaw Casino plenty of times. And by plenty of times, we usually like that's our like that that that's usually our dad's day getaway for him. That's what he enjoys. So on his birthday, and then like for Father's Day, we usually go. Sometimes we'll go on like Christmas or whatever. Because in Islam we don't do Christmas, and I don't have an equivalent holiday. So, like like in Judaism, there's Hanukkah. If even though they don't do Christmas, I don't have anything. So sometimes we'll do that just to have something just something to do. All right. Let's see what Daz has right here. Oh, he's got Luke Harper. He's gonna finish off his thing. Alrighty. So yeah, I was gonna hang around and see if he needed any help, but he's gonna be able to take care of be able to take care of this on his own. So let me just one more time double check and make sure that nobody else is streaming Champions right now. Nope. Yeah, nope. Okay, I checked both that and the other one. All right. So I appreciate all the new names that came floating through this evening. And y'all know my usual spiel. If you're watching this on Twitch, please follow me on Twitch at IronSheik84. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Twitch at IronSheik84 for more WWE Champions action. With that, I'm going to go to bed, and I hope that I hope that it's like if you're able to that you take your mom out and spend a lovely day with her, or your wife, your girlfriend, whatever moms are in your life. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. And with that, I bid you all a good evening. Goodbye.